If you live in the Hope Hall area, finding a great dog trainer can make a world of difference for you and your dog. So we're going to break down exactly how you can find the perfect professional for your family.
It's really true. When a dog is well behaved, they're not just a joy to have at home. They become a welcome neighbor, and honestly, they just make our whole community feel that much warmer.
So the whole point here is to give you a really clear, straightforward path to follow. By the time we're done, you'll know what to look for, what to ask, and you'll feel confident making a choice.
Okay, so what's different about training a dog here in Hope Hall? Well, it's really about focusing on skills that fit our more rural lifestyle, not just the basics you might learn anywhere.
Just think about your day-to-day. You need your dog to be calm on those country roads, right? And to stay focused when they see livestock, maybe for the very first time. You want polite greetings at the gate, and for sure, you need them to come back when you call them in a big open field. These are the skills that really matter out here.
So before you even start looking for a trainer, it helps to figure out what kind of training your dog actually needs. Let's look at the main types.
First up is basic obedience. This is the foundation for everything. We're talking about the essentials like sit, stay, come, and learning how to walk nicely on a leash without pulling your arm off. It's all about having a dog you can handle in everyday situations.
Now, if you've got a new puppy, the focus is a little different. Puppy training is all about getting through those early challenges. House training, getting them comfortable in their crate. It's also about setting them up for a confident life with safe socialization and making sure vet visits aren't scary.
And then there's behavior modification. This is for the more serious stuff, like if your dog is reactive to other dogs, has separation anxiety, or is dealing with a lot of fear. This needs a much more specialized approach with a trainer who can create a careful step-by-step plan.
Okay, you know what you need. So how do you find a really good, qualified professional? Let's go over a few key things to look for. This right here is probably the most important thing to remember. Good, modern training is built on rewarding your dog for getting it right. It's not about using fear or pain. Why? Because it's just a better way to learn. It builds trust and makes the whole process clearer and safer for your dog.
Right, this can look like a bit of an alphabet soup, I know. But these letters are actually really helpful. They show that a trainer has passed exams and is serious about their education. A CPD-TK, for example, is great for general training. But if you're dealing with those tougher behavior issues, you'd want to look for something like an IABC CBDC, which is a certified behavior consultant.
All right, let's get practical and talk about the different ways training is offered and what you can expect it to cost.
So you've pretty much got two main paths here. In-home training is fantastic for things that are happening right at your house, like barking at the fence or reacting to your neighbor's dogs. On the other hand, group classes are a great way to work on socialization and are usually a more affordable option.
So, for a single private lesson right at your home, you're generally looking at something in this ballpark. The trainer comes to you for about an hour, maybe 90 minutes, and you work on your specific goals.
And if we look at the whole picture, you can see a full set of puppy or obedience classes might cost a couple $100. An in-home package of a few visits will be more. And then you have options like a board and train, where your dog lives with the trainer for a few weeks, which is a much bigger investment.
To make sure you're finding the right person, you've got to ask the right questions. So we put together a little checklist for you.
So before you agree to anything, just run through these. Ask about their methods, make sure they use positive, reward-based techniques, ask for their certifications, and then get specific. How are you going to tailor this for my property? And of course, get a clear breakdown of all the costs, and ask about their safety plan.
Okay, once you and your trainer have laid the groundwork, the real learning happens when you start practicing those skills out in the real world. Let's look at a few great local spots for that.
When you need to practice your dog's recall, that's the come command, a fenced-in park is your best friend. The Hannah Day Riddling Bark Park over in Montgomery is perfect for this. You can practice in a safe space, especially if you go when it's not too busy. When you're ready to add some mild distractions, the paths at Blount Cultural Park are a great next step. It's a fantastic place to work on polite leash walking while other people are around, but at a bit of a distance.
And for the next level of challenge, head down to Riverfront Park. It's busier there. You've got bikes, strollers, more people. It's the perfect place to really test your dog's focus and their loose leash walking skills.
With a solid plan and some consistent practice, your options really start to open up. What do you want to do? A quiet walk downtown? A reliable hiking buddy? It all begins right here.
In the end, this is about so much more than just sit and stay.
It's about building a real partnership with your dog, one that makes them a joy at home, a good neighbor on your street, and the best possible companion for getting out and enjoying everything our community has to offer. I wish you the very best of luck.